So if lean is a 4-letter word, I have another 4-letter word in the construction business: mold.
Ugh.
And we get asked this question all the time. My house has mold. What do I do? There's mold in every house.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't a house that you can go to and not put a mold test in, and we can have a Florida certified master builder, home inspector come in and go, I found mold.
Right.
Your degree of sensitivity to it is what matters.
Mm-hmm.
If it is a concern of yours and you have in your head as a homeowner, get it addressed. I want all of any homeowner out there to put their head in their pillow and feel comfortable and not worry about what was that smell. Like I have a bum sniffer. I couldn't, just have a terrible sense of smell. My mom can come in and not as quite like my yellow lab, but mom comes in and she could ferret it out real quick.
Yeah.
And I think you kind of have to also trust your gut, but also if you're going to call like a mold remediation company to hammer everything's a nail. You call mold remediation, they're going to find mold and they're going to give you a bill.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to be very wary of who's giving your opinion. And in the case of mold, I would get a few opinions. Maybe one from a remediation expert, maybe one from a qualified contractor that experienced it.
So from my experience, what we get a lot of calls about, we'll have clients who are getting their roofs done, and at some point during the process, the roofer didn't do a good job, didn't dry in things properly. Water is getting into their home, and they've got wet marks on the ceiling. And they make complaints to the roofer that, hey, I want you to fix this because you caused this damage. And the roofers, sometimes they will do it, sometimes they won't. But I always tell people that you don't really want the roofer who caused the damage to be the one to come inside and fix the damage that they caused. And the reason for that is, number one, they're always going to find the cheapest and quickest way to get it done. They are not going to care if there is mold there. They are just going to want to make it so it looks to you like it looks good. And once they get out of there, you don't know what they've done and whether what they took care of actually fixes the mold. And I tell these people, bring in, if it was my house, I would bring in an independent mold assessor and come in and test it, tell me what they find, tell me how to remediate it, and then I would either hand that to somebody else to come fix it and insist that they pay for it, or have your assessor if the roofer is going to have a worker there doing it, make sure you have your assessor there to supervise it and that it's getting done to his protocol, so they could come back in and test it after and make sure that it's been remediated.
Like you've done this before.
Way. Exactly. Yes, this happens hundreds and hundreds of times, and people don't like to hear it because it's going to require you to come out of pocket some money. And that's what the thing a lot of people don't like to do is, well, I'm the innocent victim here. They made the mistake. Why should that have to cost me money? Well, if you want to make sure that you're protecting your family and that you're protecting your home and your investment, sometimes you got to
rub your neck and write the check.
Right.